Hello, everyone, and welcome to our second episode of Live from the Adelphi PAC Livingroom. My name is Blyth Daylong. I am the Executive Director here at the Adelphi University Performing Arts Center. I am coming to you live from what I'm now going to call the Adelphi PAC Annex, which is, otherwise known as my apartment in Mineola. So thank you to those of you who were here last week and came back. Much appreciated. Welcome to those of you who are new. Now that we're on episode 2, we decided to actually publicize and tell people we were doing this. So thank you for being here. As we continue to work, teach, and learn remotely, we here at the Performing Arts Center wanted to find a way to keep doing what we do best, which is to entertain people and give them a little break from the outside world. Which I think we all can agree is very necessary right now. So to that end, we are doing this weekly broadcast every Monday evening at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Will continue for the foreseeable future. Each episode we're going to try and keep to around a half an hour. So thank you again for being here. As you are about to see, once again, we will have a mix of students, faculty, some alumni, some other guests from dance, music, and theater. And we'll include both pre-recorded performances as well as some live performances from people's homes every week. So we are looking forward to bringing you that again today. We also want to acknowledge that these are struggling financial times for a lot of people. We are encouraging those who are able to make a contribution to the Adelphi University Student Emergency Support Fund, which you can do by visiting the website on your screen, adelphi.edu/SESF for Student Emergency Support Fund. This is a fund that was established by Adelphi to help students who need support to safely return home, who don't have access necessarily to proper technology to continue learning remotely, have unmet medical expenses, are living with food insecurity or other issues that our students may be facing during this time. Now, I know many of us, many people are struggling right now, but if you have the means and are able, I do encourage you to make a donation of any amount to this student support fund at this website that you see on your screen. And now on to today's first guest. I am thrilled and happy to welcome our part-time faculty member in the Adelphi Department of Music, Erin Heisel. Erin, welcome.
Hi, thank you. Just a small correction. I'm actually not part-time this year, but I'm very happy to be here.
That's exciting.
Tonight, yes.
I forgot about that. Oh, right. I'm sorry.
But yeah, it's been a real, just a thrill, just a wonderful, wonderful experience this year. Even in spite of the current challenges, I'm so lucky to have such wonderful students and colleagues to be with,
That's awesome.
And remotely, to be with remotely as well.
Right, exactly. Now, where are you in the world coming to us from?
I'm in Westbury right now, so perhaps ironically not so far from campus, although it feels very far.
I know, right? Yeah, last week almost everybody was, within about 5 minutes of campus, but not. So, how are your classes been going?
I think they've been going okay. I know it's been quite a challenge for the students shifting to the online format, especially for our music-centric or performance experiential classes. So we're sort of doing the best we can in a, not very great circumstance, but still meeting, trying to support each other, trying to find some art to do ourselves and to experience on an online format. So doing the best we can, I think.
Excellent. Now, this is where I would normally ask, what someone is doing to sort of stay creative or how they're using their time. But I know the answer to yours because you are holding it in your hands. So I believe it was not that long ago that you did not necessarily know how to play the ukulele.
That's true. I bought myself this ukulele for my birthday last year, which was not so recent. And then I had it and I kept thinking, one of these days I'm going to learn how to do something with that. And then this happened and I was like, well, that day is now. So
I love it. So you started on YouTube and just watched some YouTube videos, right?
Yeah, I started with some YouTube videos, but actually I was gifted some online ukulele lessons as a Christmas gift. And so I reached out to the ukulele teacher and we really hit it off. And so then I transitioned from YouTube ukulele to Zoom ukulele. The difference, of course, being that he's a person who is alive. I mean, not that the other people aren't alive.
Sure. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
And it just has been really, I mean, I've been calling it therapy to people, you know, when I'm having a rough day or, you know, when it just feels like there's only so much that you can give. I just think, oh, there's just got to be something. And then it's smiling up at me from the dining room table. And I think, oh, my little friend. So
I mean, there you go. And perfect that Sydney reached out and said, hey, Erin is doing this, and this would be a perfect thing for the show and for us to talk about. So why don't we have you do one of the songs you're going to do for us tonight? I'll let you introduce it and then take it away.
Sure. Well, I think this is a song probably everybody knows, Lion Sleeps Tonight, and you're welcome to join me, especially on the ooze. So. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Near the village, the peaceful village, the lion sleeps tonight. Near the village, the peaceful village, the lion sleeps tonight. Hush, my darling, don't hear my darling, the lion sleeps tonight. Hush, my darling, don't fear my darling, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Hush, my darling, don't fear, my darling, the lion sleeps tonight. Hush, my darling, don't fear, my darling, the lion sleeps tonight. Blyth, I can't hear you. What's happening?
Because
oh, there we go.
I was muted so that because no one wanted to hear me singing along. Least of all me.
Well, I hope you were singing along.
I mean, I feel like we all were. We had people online singing along, so that was it was good. Now, speaking of learning the ukulele, let's talk about summer sessions in the Department of Music, including a ukulele class, right?
We have some really exciting, really fun offerings this summer, in particular, 2 new classes. Just for this summer session, very exciting. Professor Heather Waters, who is a coordinator of our music education program, will be teaching beginning ukulele in summer session 1 and summer session 2. So it's a really great opportunity. She's such a lovely person and an incredible musician, wonderful teacher. So it's a great opportunity to have a little of your own ukulele time in the summer with her. And Professor Paul Moravec, who is a Pulitzer Prize winning composer on our faculty, a wonderful, wonderful teacher, an incredible artist himself, is offering intro to songwriting in summer session 1 and summer session 2. And what's so exciting about this class is that he's opened it up to both lyricists and composers. So if you think, gosh, that seems like a fun class, but I don't play an instrument, that's okay. You can still take the class and think about writing poetry and lyrics. And I think a really fun summer would be to take beginning ukulele in summer session 1 and then intro to songwriting in summer session 2, because then you'll have your ukulele and you can write songs for yourself to perform on it. So, and then we also have a host of other music history classes, musical theater history, jazz history, and some world music classes as well. And these classes all fulfill the arts designation requirement, so incoming students could take summer classes that would then count towards their degrees as well, all at a very generously reduced cost. So
yeah. Adelphi has really slashed the cost of summer session this year. We know we're going to be online for summer 1, and we're planning for both scenarios for session 2. So I do encourage folks, if you go to this website, all across the university, there are summer sessions, there are summer courses being offered, not just in music, but across the board, all very affordably priced. Many programs like you guys are doing things they've never done before in the summer. So I really encourage everybody to take advantage of that and, annoy your folks as you learn the ukulele.
Right. Or maybe help them find some more joy.
That's right. Perfect. Yes, that's a more positive way of looking at it, I think. Right. Ukulele
is a great instrument because you can go, as I learned firsthand, you can go from being completely ignorant of the ukulele to playing a song within one YouTube lesson. So just imagine a full summer course with Dr. Waters. I mean, there's just so much that you can do in that amount of time. It's such a great.
I mean, you just started a little over a month ago on your own, right? So. Yeah, perfect. Awesome. Thank you for being here, Erin. We are going to see you again one more time before we're done. But for now, I am going to move on to our next guest, who I think is a student of yours too, right?
Is it Sammy?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Hello. Hi.
Great. Thank you, Erin. We'll see you in a bit.
Sounds good.
Hello, Samantha. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you.
So you are obviously a student in our Department of Music. I believe you are a soon to graduate senior, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Now, where are you this evening?
West Islip, Long Island.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
all right.
Far.
Excellent. That's good. Good. You're nearby. And how are your classes going this semester?
They're going well. I'm just student teaching virtually right now, which is interesting, but I'm still learning a lot, so that's
okay. Nice. Now, what grade are the kids that you're teaching?
9 through 12, so they're high school.
Oh, excellent. Okay, yeah. Nice. Oh, that's great. So we're actually going to do a play recording of a song that you have already recorded for us. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that song? Sure. And then we will play that video.
Sure. So this song is called I Attempt from Love's Sickness by Henry Purcell. And this song I recorded to perform for one of the student recitals that was happening in the Adelphi Music Department. But that did not end up happening. So then we just transferred the video to perform for everyone tonight. So I'm excited that an audience will still get to see it. And yeah, here we go.
Great. That is excellent. We are looking forward to hearing it. And in just a couple of quick clicks, that will happen. I have to start there. Lord, I'll get better at this as I go along. I know. I swear.
love sickness to fly in vain, since I am myself my own fever, since I am myself my own fever and pain. No more now, but heart with pride no more swell. Thou canst not raise voices, thou canst not raise voices enough to rebel. I attempt from love sickness to fly in vain, since I am myself my own fever, since I am myself my own fever and pain. For love has more power and less mercy than fate, to make us see moving, to make us see moving, and on those that hate. I attempt from love sickness to fly in vain, since I am myself my own fever, since I am myself my own fever and hate. I attempt from love sickness to fly in vain, since I am myself my own fever, since I am myself my own fever and pain.
Well done. Excellent. Thank you, Samantha.
Thank you.
Yeah, I much appreciated. I know this is the time when you would normally be working hard on your senior recital.
Last semester I did
you did yours last semester.
Mhm.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Great. Well, that's good. But we're looking forward, hopefully, to having you back maybe again sometime this summer, getting some of your classmates involved and showing more of the great work you guys are doing over in the Department of Music. So thank you again for sharing that with us tonight.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you. So before we get to our next guest, that is a good reminder that we are always looking for performers for the show. We are doing this every week for the foreseeable future. We are so if you are an Adelphi student, an employee, an alum, and have some kind of Adelphi connection and are interested in performing on the show, please reach out to me at the website, at the email address here on your screen, at pac@adelphi.edu, and we will talk, and hopefully we will be able to include you in an upcoming show as we keep going on these through the, who knows how long we're going to keep doing this. I don't know. Maybe one day someone will stop me and tell me that this is enough. But in the meantime, we're going to keep it up, including with our next guest, who is not directly from Adelphi, but he is definitely part of the Adelphi legacy, the Adelphi community. As many of you may or may not know, Jonathan Larson, who wrote the musical Rent, is an alum of Adelphi University. And so upon his death, his family and friends, many of them from right here at Adelphi, started giving grants in his name to emerging musical theater creators. That has been going on for decades. Those grants are now administered by the American Theater Wing. And about 5 years ago, Adelphi started hosting 2 of those recipients each year for a concert at Adelphi that we're calling the Larson Legacy Concert Series. So this is a way for us to keep musical theater alive, help keep it alive, showcase up-and-coming musical theater creators. So our next guest brought together a talented group of performers for his Larson concert on the Olmsted Theater stage in the fall. And we are happy to welcome tonight 2019 Jonathan Larson Grant recipient, Andy Roninson. Andy,
hey,
welcome.
Hey, Blyth.
Good to see you again.
You too.
How are things with you?
Things are okay, thankfully. Just still have some deadlines to write for, so that's kicking me out of my not exactly a slump, but like lack of will to do anything productive or creative, which I
Fair, yeah.
yeah, and
so
yeah.
Where are you coming from tonight? Because I think you're a little bit further away, right?
Tonight I'm in Vermont.
Oh,
yes.
Nice. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
So plenty of space up here, which is nice.
I mean, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So why don't we start with talking a little bit about your Adelphi concert? Tell us a little bit about that and the song that we are going to see from that show. Maybe set all that up.
Yeah. Well, the Adelphi concert was really a once in a lifetime opportunity for me to get together some friends and some Broadway people to bring to life some work that had never been made public, some work I hadn't done in a few years. Had, I want to say, 7 actors, singers, and 6 musicians, including myself. So we had my little brother on bass, but we also had a guitarist, violinist, cellist, and a drummer. So it was my chance to really get to hear a fuller sound than what I'm used to, which for me, with my typical artist budget, is a piano, if I'm lucky, and one singer. So it was really cool to get a fuller sound.
Great. And so what is this song specifically that anything you want to do to set it up?
Yeah, this song is not actually from a musical. It was, I have a friend of mine who put together a compilation CD, well, not CD, but compilation album of friends of hers, bands that she knows, to each contribute something to a Christmas CD for a charity Christmas CD. Again, not a CD, but I'm going to keep using that word.
Whatever, that's fine. That works. Everyone knows what you mean. Mostly.
We got it. We're cool.
Yeah.
And so I said I would write one, and I had a week to do it. And so that night, my buddy Sean McVerry, who's a singer-songwriter in his own right, was coming over to my place in Queens just to hang out. And he came over, and I was like, hey, you want to write a song together? And he was like, yep. And 3 hours later, basically, this came out, which is, for me at least, there's some people who were very fast, but for me, that was maybe the fastest a song has come from nothing to something.
Sure.
Part of that was just getting to collaborate with a great musical mind and a very open guy who just was willing to say yes to things and come up with some great stuff. So this was our Christmas song that's like from the perspective of a guy who is maybe in his 40s and living in suburbia, and sort of woke up 20 years after his bohemian rocker youth and is now looking around at what his life has become. And that's what this song is. It's just kind of happened that way.
Great.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's check it out.
Never been one for tinsel time or candy canes or Santa at the mall with the fat bratty kid sitting on his lap. They tell them what they want, but they won't get that. I never been one for mistletoe or going home or remakes of a classic movie with lesser known actors who look like your dad if your dad lost some weight. But oh, it's 20 years later, the kids are knocking at the door. Even the dogs are barking at me, get up, get up, get up, up, up. What has my life become? Shovel in the driveway. What has my life become? waiting for the payday. Take one step and soon the world around you slips away, till every day's a holiday.
I've never been one for laying low, for picking trees, for hot cocoa that's cold now. It's basically chocolate milk, but without the milk. No, I always thought I'd be the man without a plan, run farther than the human eye can see. But now I'm lying to my children, telling someone is coming to give them something for nothing. And I'm older and I'm fatter, but I know it doesn't matter at all. The cousins in the kitchen throwing dishes in the sink and singing, get up, up, up. What has my life become? Shovel in the driveway. What has my life become? Waiting for the payday. Take one step and soon the world around you slips away, till every day's a holiday. Take one step and soon the world around you slips away, till every day's a holiday. Take one 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 step and soon the world around you slips away, till every day's a holiday. Ooh, la, 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 la.
Great. It's always very nostalgic when we show these videos from back at the theater that we're not at right now. I mean, but it's great. I'm glad we're able to do that. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. I'm going to do this because we want to make sure that you've got plenty of other videos, some from that concert. There's more, including I think one with maybe Katrina Lenk.
It's not from Adelphi, but yes,
right?
there is a video of Katrina Lenk singing a song of mine.
Nice.
And
other things. And then also for folks looking for ways to fill some time, you a few years ago did a podcast where you created a bunch of short new musicals called Take a 10. Do you want to tell us about that?
Absolutely. Those were all original 10-minute musicals in radio play format before it was all the rage. It started in 2013, went until 2015. So every month a collaborator and I would write a new 10-minute musical. We did a bunch of those songs at the Adelphi concert from that podcast. They feature Broadway voices like George Salazar or Laura Osnes, Rob McClure. They're all available for free online. And take10musicals.com or just go to my website either way.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. And they're really a lot of fun. They're nice, short things. And
put it on while you're doing laundry or something.
It's great. It's perfect. It's great. Yeah. Thank you again so much for being here, Andy.
My
look forward to having you guys and more of the Larson concerts in the future. I'm excited about the people we are supposed to have coming this season, and we'll see what happens there.
Which ones are you planning to have?
I know we have the Bankstons coming.
Ooh, cool. Les?
I forget who the other one is, actually.
Rona Siddiqui? Oh, okay.
I mean,
Well,
you would think that I would not mention it if I couldn't remember who they were.
oh, it's all good. It's you know.
I will put my research team on that, and we will
Yeah.
be ready the next time I bring something up to have follow-up questions.
You're golden.
But it's perfect. Thank you again for doing this, Andy. We appreciate
so
it.
much.
We're happy to have you here.
Thanks.
All right. See you soon. I did that wrong. All right. So we have one more performance left. Everyone, thank you again for sticking with us and for being here. A few quick reminders. If you are able, please do visit the website you see scrolling on the bottom of your screen to support the Student Emergency Support Fund. Do take some time and go on the web and check out the fantastic summer offerings that the whole university has, but in particular, the Department of Music that we talked about earlier. They are, as I mentioned earlier, they are heavily discounted for full credit classes at Adelphi, many of which, are things that we just have never done before, either ever or certainly not in the summer. So do make sure and check that out. If you are interested in performing on a future show, please email us at our PAC website address. And remember to join us again next Monday night at 7:30 Eastern on Facebook or YouTube for our next show. There's a good chance that next week's show involves a pig in a bathtub, which is all I'm going to say about that for now. And that is 100% true. But with that, I thank you all again for joining us this week. I'm looking forward to seeing you back here again next week. To close out this evening, I am thrilled and happy to welcome back Erin, full-time faculty member. Sorry for Erin Heisel. Thank you again for closing out the show for us tonight with another great song. And I look forward to seeing you again soon and to seeing everyone soon. Enjoy a little more of Erin.
So just to end the show tonight, Blyth and I were talking, and I have a sort of, I'm calling it stabilization. We've been talking a lot in the music department about just the power of music and that this is an art form that has endured.
Erin,
yes.
I'm going to jump in for a second and ask you to repeat that because your mic cut out a little bit and we lost part of that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just saying this is these covers I'm doing are part of what I've been calling the Erin Stabilization Project. Just learning different covers and making them my own. And it's something we've been talking a lot about in the music department, about the power of music and that this art form and all of the arts, in fact, have endured for centuries through really terrible circumstances. And we're seeing now just on the global scale, people turning to the arts for community and for comfort. And so we certainly at the music department will welcome all of you to join us in whatever way you can. And so music making this summer, and to our students, of course, we miss the real contact of being around you. But so I guess in light of that, and in light of this idea of just a little bit of sweetness that we all need, this is my little cover of a song made famous by Nat King Cole, incredible performer, also performed by Sinatra. I am neither Nat King Cole nor Sinatra. I'm just me with my uke. So I hope you enjoy my rendition of Love. It's for the way you look at me. Oh, it's for the only one I see. He's very extraordinary. He is even more than anyone that you adore and love. It's all that I can give to you. Love is more than just a game for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart, but please don't break it. Love was made for from all of us at Adelphi University, from the Performing Arts Center, and especially my colleagues, my students, and my friends in the music department, we wish you all a very safe, healthy time in this, and we hope to see you again next week. So be well.